Should you take the marshmallow that's in front of you, or should you hold out for the possibility of a second marshmallow? Why is it so important to delay gratification? Let's talk. In the late 1960s and early 70s, Walter Mischel studied the ability of school children to resist temptation. Impulse control, basically. The children, ages 4 to 6, were given a marshmallow, probably one of the big ones, not this. The children were given a marshmallow and a challenge. If they could wait 15 minutes until the person conducting the test came back, they would get a second marshmallow. Now, to a 4-year-old, waiting 15 minutes is like forever. You don't know if 15 minutes is ever going to pass. Only 1/3 of the children were able to wait the 15 minutes and get the second marshmallow. When Mischel and his team followed up with these students when they were in high school, they found that those who were able to wait had better SAT scores, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. The ones who weren't able to wait were more likely to have problems with addictive behaviors, including alcoholism, as a teenager. Now, to give you an idea of how pervasive this study is in the zeitgeist, Sesame Street did it. Guy Smiley gives Cookie Monster a cookie. And the promise that if he can wait and not eat the cookie now, he will get a second cookie. Well, Cookie Monster sees the value, and so he figures out how to wait. He distracts himself. He plays games. He tries counting. He sings a song. It's all stuff straight out of Mischel's study. I love it. In fact, if there's a link up here, I was able to find a copy of the video for you. It's not just preschoolers and adorable furry blue monsters that have this dilemma. Eating that donut is a very tangible, immediate reward. Looking great, feeling great, having the energy and the knees to play with your grandkids, that's a very vague and abstract concept. That reward is a long ways off. That's why it's so hard to hold on to that and be motivated by it. The donut, it's real, it's immediate, it's right there. Why deprive yourself of that first marshmallow? It's a sure thing. It's also holding you back. What tips can you give someone who's trying to switch from instant gratification to delayed gratification? Share in the comments. By learning to delay gratification, you develop self-control. It's a skill just like any other. Psychologists refer to self-control as the master virtue. More than anything else, it is the character trait that is going to determine how successful you are. And it doesn't matter how you determine success. It doesn't matter. You can think of this as mind over matter, focus and intensity, keeping the end in mind, whatever. However you want to think of it, you are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. You learn to keep first things first. Okay, we've all been there. You plan your day, you've got it written out, and then something comes along that you hadn't accounted for. It interrupts you. Something so urgent that if it doesn't get done right away, it may not ever get done at all. And this is usually something that is less important than what you're doing right now. But we let ourselves get derailed and we do it anyway because we're high achievers like that. Don't get caught up in the thick of thin things. Write it down. Maybe you'll get to it, maybe you won't. If it's important, it'll come back. If it's not important, you'll be glad you didn't waste your time on it. You'll buy less stuff. I couldn't tell you the number of times I wanted to get something so badly that it was all I could think about right up until I forgot about it. And by the time I remembered it 3 weeks later, I had demonstrated to myself that, oh, yeah, I don't need it. I can get by just fine without it. The less you spend on impulse purchases, the more money you're going to have in your pocket and the less stuff you're going to have filling up your house. You're more likely to stay out of debt. Wait to buy something until you can afford it. There's a reason why car dealerships make more money if they sell you a loan than if they just sell you the car. As Joaquin de Posada put it at the end of his TED Talk, we need to learn that principle here in the United States. We have a big debt. We are eating more marshmallows than we are producing. You'll build wealth. There's a strong metaphor here with the time value of money. The only place that you're going to double your marshmallows in 15 minutes is if you go to Vegas, or if you participate in a research study on delayed gratification. But if you invest early and often, you will end up with a lot more marshmallows down the road. Don't give up what you want most for what you happen to want in the moment. The key to waiting is twofold. First, you need a strong connection to why it is you're waiting. You're not giving up something for nothing. You're giving up something good for something better. And once you've made the decision to wait, stop thinking about it. Distract yourself. Go do something else. The 15 minutes will pass, and you will be a better person for it. Thanks for watching. I'm Colter Reed. I'm here to help you get the day-to-day out of the way so you can stop chasing the dream and start living the dream. If you want to know more, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notified whenever new video is available. If you thought this video was interesting, why don't you give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody. Before you go, why don't you check out this video. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it. Or go learn a new recipe. Bon appetit!